a lot. Last time we played at their place, I was unable to participate in the game. So my teammates did a good job of picking me up. So now we get a second crack at them, and we just have to see how it goes.
Keith, this is the first ever top 5 game at Breslin. Does it feel different? Is the anticipation, the energy, the emotion different?
Of course, Indiana's a pretty good team. They come into our building, this place should be rocking, and we're going to be ready to go. Simple as that.
Keith, you talked the other day about the Indiana experience and how you didn't get to play very much. What did you learn from that? Or do you approach things a little differently now, especially if you do get a couple early fouls?
Of course. I don't even plan on getting a couple early fouls. Last time it kind of got us in trouble, and I just don't want it to ever happen again. So I took a lot from that, and I learned from it.
Keith, how much were you able to pick up about Yogi in that first matchup, what he brings to the table?
He brings a lot of energy to their team. He pushes the ball each and every time he gets it, and he makes a lot of things happen. So I'm just gonna have to be solid for 40 minutes and try to pick up any cheap ones.
Not to keep harping on the foul thing, but you said you hope you don't have to get in. Are you concerned that that's going to make you a little less aggressive defensively, or are you just approaching things a little differently?
No, I just gotta try not to use my hands as much. That's where I get called for a lot of fouls. When I try to hand check guys. So I'm just gonna be solid, try not to use my hands and stay in front of the guys.
Keith, do you try to block out or embrace the stakes? First place in the Big Ten, maybe top seeding, and then state tournament next month.
No, I try to embrace them. That's what it's all about. That's why we came here, to compete for Big Ten championships and potential #1 seeds in the tournament. So I'll definitely embrace it, and I think that's one of the things that help us play harder.
I guess following on that, the fact that they're #1, does that give you any extra motivation?
You can say that, but at the same time, they did beat us, and I feel like that's enough motivation. We just want to get the game back and hopefully come out and play as hard as we can for 40 minutes.
Keith, you said before you don't like focusing on one-on-one matchups with whether it's Trey Burke or Aaron Kraft. Do you get excited though when it's 5-on-5 matchups like this, where it just seems across the board there's a really great matchup, the entire team?
Yeah, of course, because you never know what you're going to get from any given guy on the floor, so it should be fun, and, we all know both teams are going to play hard, and everybody's going to give it their all.
Anything else for Keith?
Does it push you more when you see guys like Magic Johnson, Mateen Cleaves in the stands?
Of course, if it wasn't for those guys, people like me wouldn't be here, and this program wouldn't be where it's at today, So, seeing them in the stands or commentating the game, it makes us play even harder.
Other than obviously you staying in the game, what else do you guys need to do differently as a team this time from the first time around?
We can't have as many defensive breakdowns. Last time we broke down a couple times defensively, and they got a couple wide open threes. So we just can't let that happen this time around, and we should be fine.
One last question, Mike.
Yeah, thank you. Keith, I know the Michigan game was filled with all sorts of emotion. How is this game different in terms of being prepared or being motivated for it?
Because we're competing for first place in the Big Ten. That's one of our team goals this year. It's to win the Big Ten championship, and now we have the opportunity to compete for it. So we're just gonna do as much as we can to try to go out there and get a win.
Keith, the first time you talked to Magic, your face lit up. You were so excited about it. And now that you've been here a while, what are some things he's told you to help make you a better point guard?
He's given me a lot of advice. One of the things is watch film. Simple as that. And that's something that I've been doing, and it's helped me a lot with my decision making.
Thanks, Keith.